नाज़रीन अस्सलाम वालेकुम, सत श्री अकाल ते नमस्कार, वेरी गुड ईवनिंग। जिमें कि तुहानू पता ही है कि असी ई आवाज़ टीवी के उपर अपना प्रोग्राम एक वखरा जिहा प्रोग्राम लैके हाज़र होंदे आ जिसका नाम है माइंड एंड बॉडी, जिथे असी स्पिरिचुअलिटी की गल करते हैं। असी वक्-वक् धर्मां दे रिलीजन के उपर, चाहे वो क्रिश्चैनिटी है, यूडाइज़म है, बुद्धिज़म है, इस्लाम है, सिखिज़म है, हिंदूइज़म है, एनी रिलीजन्स वी आर टॉकिंग ओनली ऑन स्पिरिचुअलिटी। उस दे नाल ही असी बॉडी नाल जिहड़ियां हेल्थ इशूज़ ने, चाहे वो कैंसर है, चाहे ब्रेन हैमरेज है, चाहे वो शुगर है, चाहे ब्लड प्रैशर है, चाहे एलर्जी है, कोई भी जिहड़ियां बीमारियां ने लोकां दियां, उहदे लई असी डिस्कस करते हैं। तो हर प्रोग्राम दे विच एक वक्खो वखरा जिहड़ा स्पैशलिस्ट हुंदा, डॉक्टर हुंदा, साडे नाल हुंदा है, जिहड़ा कि तुहाडे क्वेश्चनस दे आंसर भी करदा है। जिमें कि तुहानू पता ही है कि ये जिहड़ा प्रोग्राम है माइंड अते बॉडी, ये BNC मैडिकल सेंटर के ताउन के नाल प्रस्तुत किया जाता है। BNC मेडिकल सेंटर की है, B मीनस ब्रैमली, C मीनस कंट्री साइड। इट्स एग्जैक्टली इन द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ ब्रैमली एंड कंट्री साइड, एंड अंडर द सेम रूफ वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग फर्स्ट टाइम दैट फैसिलिटीज लाइक फिजियोथेरेपी, कैरोप्रैक्टिस सर्विसेज। Not only that, we are providing urgent care, family practice and walk-in clinic, and IDA pharmacy is there. Then it's a eye glasses store is there. We have eye doctors which are available 5 days a week. This is the first time in Brampton and Mississauga that we are providing that many facilities. And not only that, this clinic, this medical center open 365 days a week. Most of the people, they feel that what is the difference between 7 days a week and 365 days a week. I always mention that when we say that it opens 7 days, it means that on the long weekend like Christmas or New Year or any long weekend like we have Thanksgiving last week, so they close. But when we say it open 365 days, it means they open on especially on the long weekends too. So it opens each and every day. So we under the BNC medical center, so we have all those facilities, and with that facilities ਉਹਦੇ ਤਾਵਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਹਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਐਂਡ ਬੋਡੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਰਿਲੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੈਸੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਟੈਰੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਸਿਟੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਹੌਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਮਸਲਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਅਰ ਦੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਫੈਂਟਾਸਟਿਕ, ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ imagination. Everybody is the talk of the town. Everybody wants that who will win. Although there are lots of candidates are here, Balgosel is there, my friend John Superver is there, but the two hot candidates are there, the existing or the sitting mayor Linda Jeffrey, as well as our young leader. We were thinking that he should be our premier, but the luck says that he want to serve the Brampton city, so Mr. Patric Brown. So Patric Brown today is in our studio, and first of all, before I ask any questions to him, the questions is whatever it comes in my mind. So I never prepare any question, this thing, whatever it comes in my mind, another power they put me in, and I always ask. Only my lips and tongue will speak, and rest everything goes to the Almighty. So first of all, Mr. Patric Brown, welcome to the show, and we are hoping that the days are coming soon and we can call you with a different name, and again welcome here.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Okay, and today we don't want to ask any complicated question because the other candidates are not here. So we just want to know, or the public wants to know about the certain problems or the certain issue which is very important in Brampton, especially let's start with the university. So university is there, although all the councillors or the present mayor, they said that the university, they introduced the university, but the people are a little bit hesitate to ask that the university is coming in downtown, which is a very small area.
So first of all, let me say there is no university coming. There's no university coming. Right now we have Sheridan, which has a satellite campus, 13,000 students. You have Algoma, 2,000 students. Linda Jeffrey promised us a university. It turns out all we're getting is a third satellite campus. It will be smaller than Algoma and Sheridan, and it's going to be just on a parking lot in the downtown. Less than 2,000 students, only teaching cybersecurity. And the reason I was so upset about that is when we were applying for a university, Markham, which is a third the size of Brampton, a third the size, they're getting 10,000 students. So why was Linda Jeffrey such a bad, weak negotiator with the province that Markham is getting 5 times more funding for the new campus than Brampton is? All we're getting is the same that Milton's getting. We're getting leftover scraps. And I'm tired of seeing our community mistreated. I'm tired of our city not getting the attention and the investment that we deserve. And you know, I just really disappointed that the mayor couldn't get more for us.
Last week I have a chance to talk to her personally, and she said, you know, she was giving the example of Toronto University, that she said that when the Toronto University comes, it was too much traffic and there is only one building, and slow it flourished. So same thing, she feels that it's a baby now, and when, you know, baby will grow, you know, it will be an example, the best university in Brampton.
It's a satellite campus. It's a satellite campus. Sheridan's 13,000, all she's getting is 1,500. It's a satellite campus. We need our own university. I want to see a University of Brampton. We don't need another satellite campus. We need our own university. Not just one course, but all courses. So a young person can grow up in Brampton and go to school, go to post-secondary education in Brampton. I don't know why she settled for so little. Markham pushed for more. You look at any of the other cities, Kitchener-Waterloo, 2 universities, Kingston, they got Queens, small communities with big major universities, and Brampton's the 9th largest city in Canada, and we get nothing. And our mayor is happy that we get a third satellite campus smaller than the other 2. She shouldn't be celebrating finishing in last. She shouldn't be celebrating being given the least. We should demand more as residents of Brampton. Why would we celebrate for being given the least?
And there is one rumor, you know, because I always deal with the public, and I don't know where this rumor came. People are feeling that whatever the Mr. Patric Brown is saying, that it's not a complete university, but they feel that we don't have space in Brampton. If we don't have a space where we can find you know, the university. So my question is whether it is purely a rumor or it's not a truth, that we have this space, we have lots of lands over here to flourish the university, but I think the other people or the candidate, they said that we don't have a space, that's why we introduced in the downtown Toronto. Downtown Brampton.
You know what? That is a weak excuse. To say we don't have the space for a university, what's Linda Jeffrey's next excuse going to be? We don't have space for a new hospital? We don't have space for real transit? To say we don't have space, so short-sighted. You know, it's difficult to even respond to a weak excuse like that. Of course we have space. And, you know, credit to my competitors, Bell Gossel, John Spiveri, as much as, you know, we're running for the same position. Both John and Bell have pointed out there are numerous good locations in Brampton, numerous good locations. So when the mayor comes up with excuses of why she would settle for only a small satellite campus, those excuses are just a way to spin the failure of political leadership.
Okay, and suppose, you know, you elect on 22nd, so are you promising the Bramptonians, you know, that you will introduce the full-fledged university, and how you will do it?
So the only things I'm promising are what I can control within the municipality. So I've made a platform, 10 commitments of what I can achieve as mayor. What I can control from City Council, things like free transit for seniors, freezing the property taxes, better recreation, tough on crime, those I can all control from the city. In terms of the university, we're going to have to stand up to the province. We're going to have to push the province to give us a university. And what I'm saying is, I'm not going to celebrate being given peanuts and leftover scraps. Just like Hazel McCallan used to stand up and fight for Mississauga and demand results, I'm going to stand up and fight for Brampton. I don't want us to get the leftover scraps anymore.
That's good. So that's much better for the Bramptonian. At least they know that somebody will stand for the words, whatever. He's a man of action. We know, everybody knows. When I talk to the people, especially in our clinic, lots of patients, they come to us and they said, Patric Brown, he's a man of action, and they are expecting lots of things from you. And now let's go to the hospital. You remember when I came in Brampton about 30 years ago, the population is about 20 to 30,000. Now it's crossing 500,000 or more than that. So Brampton had the same hospital. One hospital was there. Now they introduced even the bigger hospital. The beds are the same. So when the population is that much, the hospital, everybody wants it, the second hospital, because there are too much rush. And in the website, if you can go to the civic hospital, it says the average waiting time is 7 hours. So even for this small thing, because as a professional, I know that for small thing, people have to wait. So, all Brampton's people, they wanted that there should be a good second hospital. So how you will solve this problem?
So right now, Brampton has 1 hospital bed for every 1,000 residents. The provincial average is 2.3.
Yes.
We have 60% less hospital beds in Brampton, 60% less. Mm-hmm. I got up in the legislature a few years ago and pushed the government about the hallway medicine in Brampton. I spoke about the case of Jamie Lee Ball. She spent 5 days in Emerge, 5 days in Emerge. And I grilled the government saying, I don't want 2-tier healthcare, I don't want second-class healthcare in Brampton. And you know what? You know what the government did after I grilled them? They do damage control. You make noise, you stand up for community, the government does damage control. They sent their health minister into Brampton, big press conference, and announces he was going to build 6 new beds. 6 beds? Are you kidding me? 6 beds? That's nothing.
That's right.
And our mayor, Linda Jeffrey, gets up and thanks him for his leadership and support. If you thank them when they give you peanuts, they're never going to actually have to deliver. I remember at the time when I was the opposition leader thinking, boy, what a weak mayor. We had the government on the defensive, the government willing to spend money, and she was happy with 6 beds. We need a new hospital. We have 60% less hospital beds, and I'm not going to celebrate peanuts. I'm going to push and pressure and advocate and fight for Brampton to have the same quality health care that other communities have. I don't like it that you go to Oakville and you see great care. You see great care in Georgetown, and my neighbors, my family, my friends, our community in Brampton get second-class care. It's not right.
Mm-hmm. So another thing is like the crime, actually, the thing is when it's a good administrator, the crime should be less. But I don't know, but for the last 4 years, the crime rate is going every day up and up. Even you can open it, any CP24 in the morning, there is a news of Brampton that there is a 1 murder here, this murder is here, or this one. So I'm saying is that why the crime rate is going higher? And if you can we expect from you that you will control or do something in the crime?
Absolutely. I want to have zero tolerance on crime. I announced a 5-point action plan on public safety about a month ago with Gail Miles, Jerry Thompson, the pastor, Adrian Woolley from the Peel Police Association. And our 5-point plan was 1, we need more officers. We have 25% less officers. Right now we have small crimes that aren't even being attended to. Car thefts, break-and enters are being ignored. If you allow some thug to steal your car, he'll do it again. If you allow some thug to break into your home and get away with it, they'll do it again. Zero tolerance on crime. Number 2, we need to expand the mental health supports. Right now, 42% of the Peel police calls are mental health related, and so you have police officers waiting in the hospital for 6 to 8 hours. I also want to attack the root causes of crime. Poverty. There's 13,000 people on the wait list for affordable housing. Access to quality recreation. Right now, recreation costs more in Brampton. It's less accessible, less available. I want to get young people off the streets and into sports, into recreation. And lastly, I think we need to have a mayor who has a collegial relationship with the chief of police, a good relationship with the chief of police. And right now, it's toxic, it's poisonous.
ਓਕੇ ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕੋ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਮੱਸਿਆਵਾਂ ਨੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਆਪਣਾ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਔਰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਿਗਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਮੈਨ ਆਫ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਮੱਸਿਆਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਡੋਂਟ ਗੋ ਅਵੇ, ਜਸਟ ਸਟੇ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ, ਜਸਟ ਸਮਾਲ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਬੈਕ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੁੱਖ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਤੋਂ ਮੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ, ਹੌਟ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਮ ਲੋਕ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਜੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਫੀਲਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ, ਬੜੇ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਜਾਨਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲੇ ਸੋਚਣ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ਼ਿਪ ਹੈ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਲੇਟਿਵਸ ਨੇ, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਬੈਕਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਤੋਂ ਹੈ, ਇੰਡੀਆ ਗਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਿਆ। ਨੋ, ਜਸਟ ਥਿੰਕ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਇਟ ਵੈਦਰ ਹੀ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵਸ ਇਟ ਔਰ ਨਾਟ। ਕੀ ਇਹ ਲੋਲੀਪੌਪ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ? ਲੋਲੀਪੌਪ ਵੀ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਸਬਜ਼ਬਾਗ ਦਿਖਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਹ ਕਰ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ, ਬਾਹ ਕਰ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ। ਜਦੋਂ 22 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਆ ਗਏ, ਜੇ ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਜਿੱਤਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ 4 ਸਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੀ ਕੋਈ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਦਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਐਨੀ ਇਸ਼ੂ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਸਟ ਸੈਂਡ ਮੀ ਦਾ ਈਮੇਲ, ਦੈਨ ਦੇ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਦਾ ਈਮੇਲ, ਦੇ ਡੋਂਟ ਟੇਕ ਮੱਚ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ। ਸੋ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਨੇ, 4 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਾਡੇ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਸਾਡਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸੋਚੀਏ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਬੈਕਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਤੇ ਆਉਣਾ। ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ, ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਆਸਕ ਯੂ ਅਨਦਰ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ that for the last 4 years there is a groupism. People feel it. I'm talking about what the people feels in Brampton, that 10 councillors are there, they are divided, and whenever they have to make that decision, instead of to go on the policy and which one is good means like good and bad, so they have to choose the good. Doesn't matter whether they are this group or that group. So people feel that they have 2 groups, and that's why there is no development in Brampton. First of all, can you tell me, because as a layman, whether the people feels it was right, or if it is right, then how you will remove this problem if it happens that the councillors come from the different sect?
So right now you have a mayor who denigrates, attacks her councillors, attacks staff, attacks the chief of police. And so what's dysfunctional is the mayor's leadership. A mayor who can't get along with her own council, a mayor that can't get along with her own staff, a mayor that can't get along with her own chief of police. What's the common denominator? It's not council, it's not the staff, it's not the chief of police, it's the mayor. A good captain unites people, brings them together behind a common cause, a common aspiration. And all we have right now is silly infighting rather than leadership. And Brampton needs leadership now more than ever.
Okay, and another thing is the people are much worried about the taxes. You know, taxes is a big issue in Brampton too. That every year when we get these pink slip, say Flower City, the price is going up, and most of the 90% people, they are innocent. They don't know how to contact and how they can protest. But every year the tax is going up and up. So, and you know the income is not that great. Income is the same, but the taxes goes up.
So Linda Jeffrey's proposal is to raise taxes by 20% over the next 4 years. 20%. My proposal is to freeze taxes. Freeze taxes. People are on fixed incomes. They're struggling to get by, and the tax increases that Linda Jeffrey continues to put on the city, it's just too much. It's too much.
But she said that if we don't increase the taxes, then where this money comes for these projects?
To stop spending money. She raises her own salary by 25% just recently. They bail out a golf club. They bail out a hockey team. She needs to stop spending money. It's your money. This is the people's money. We need to be more careful.
Right.
Frugal.
So it means, like there is so much pelphrase, the money goes here and there, and we have to stop honestly. And another thing is like Linda's, just been pointing that she control, there is a corruption or malpractices are there before her tenure, and she is controlling. But the people are saying that still these type of practices are still going on.
So Linda Jeffrey said that when she was running, she was going to curb development. The development had too much influence. At the time, Brampton was 77% residential, 23% non-residential. She promised she was going to reverse the trend and say no to developers. Guess what happened? The opposite. Now Brampton is 79% residential, 21% non-residential. It's got worse. She promised us that she would say no to developers, stand up to those trying to have influence. And the opposite happened. We now have more residents than we do non-residential.
And how about the traffic problem? Transportation problem is here, because in Brampton, especially between 4 and 6, there are too much traffic on foot, and all the buses are full. Even the road condition is not that great. Every year it goes worse. What you will do?
It's a mess. You get on the 410, it's a parking lot. My wife, Genevieve, she goes to work at Sick Kids each day on the GO train. And you can barely get a seat. We're becoming a bedroom community. I want to make sure we bring jobs and investment here so people have local work. But I also want to say we need modern transit. The proposal that Linda Jeffrey put forward was old-fashioned streetcars with all the wires going down Main Street, single road. It would have ripped up. It would have ripped up. It would have ripped up and caused a traffic nightmare in downtown Brampton. That old-fashioned streetcar was offered to Scarborough. They said no. Vaughan said no. But Linda Jeffrey said, I'll take the cheapest version. She was willing to sell our community out just to please Kathleen Wynne. She was going to sell out Brampton just to please Charles Sousa. I don't want to settle for inadequate transit. Scarborough pushed, and Scarborough's getting $3 billion. A beautiful new subway. Vaughan's getting a new subway. And we're expected to have scraps in Brampton? Not good enough. I want to make sure we have modern transit, great transit. I don't want Brampton to have 1/10 the funding that Scarborough does. Why would we get 1/10? It doesn't make sense.
Okay, and another thing now I want to come on the sports section. You know this in Brampton, majority of the people are Indians or South Asian, you can say, and they are very fond of cricket and kabaddi. These are the two popular games. And even the field hockey is there, which is popular for them. And those games, they have to go, they have to rent either in Gurdwaras or some traffic. And all these councillors, even Linda Jeffrey, she promised last time that she will introduce a cricket stadium or cricket ground or the hockey one. But I live there for the last 35 years. I couldn't find any buttons, same thing. So, what is your opinion?
At Earnscliffe Park, Linda Jeffrey put up signs on the tennis courts that says no cricket allowed. Do you know the reason they have to put signs up that says no cricket allowed? Because people want to play cricket. Linda Jeffrey wouldn't have had to put those signs up if people didn't want to play cricket, but there's no lights on the cricket pitches, so they have to use the tennis courts. I'm going to build lights around our cricket pitches. I want to have top-notch recreation, top-notch cricket facilities. I want to have a world-class stadium. I'm embarrassed that the GT20 had to go to King. I want it in Brampton. There's a community in Brampton that loves sports, loves recreation, and it's great. It keeps you active, keeps you, if you're healthy, you're not going to the hospital. It keeps young people off the street. We should embrace the interest that our community has in sports.
Mr. Patrick, if you don't mind, I have to ask you a personal question, being a student of psychology too, that sometimes people can have better knowledge if they know their people's psychology, right? Because majority of the Bramptonians are from India or Pakistan, and if you don't know, their culture and the way of their thinking and their rituals, so it's very difficult for you to, or for any candidate to, introduce those facilities. So, have you ever a chance you to visit India, or you have know about the culture, about the?
Of course, I've been to India 18 times.
Oh my God.
It's I say it's my second home, and I've had chance to visit and tour Pakistan as well. Of course, the entire South Asian diaspora is very close to my heart.
Okay, and I know that because here most of the Gujarati peoples are living here too, and I remember it a couple of days ago. When you met a Gujarati pharmacist and you were talking in Gujarati language something, so it means you were in Gujarat too.
I've spent a fair amount of time in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Baroda, Surat. Spoke at the vibrant Gujarats, the Diamond Jubilee in Surat. Attended kite flying festivals in Baroda. So I feel just as comfortable, just as much at home, whether I'm in Baroda or Chandigarh, whether I'm in Varanasi or Trivandrum. I feel very at home with the entire Desi community.
Okay, and before I end it, I think if you go to India, even the Queen of England and the Prime Ministers of all those countries, when they visited India, they always go to Punjab, and if they go to Punjab, they always goes to Golden Temple. So can I ask you if you have any chance to go to Golden Temple?
I've had the honor to go to the Golden Temple 9 times in Amritsar. It is a very, very special place, and this past January I went to get my blessings in the Golden Temple, and I went to the Langar to perform seva, and it's always a beautiful, beautiful experience to visit the Golden Temple.
ਓਕੇ, ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕੋ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੀਟਰ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ। ਦੇਖੋ, ਮੇਰਾ ਲਾਸਟ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਜੋਰਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨਸ ਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਹੈ, ਗੁਜਰਾਤੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ, ਹਿੰਦੂ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨੇ ਵਾਰ ਗਏ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਕ੍ਰੈਡਿਟ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕ੍ਰੈਡਿਟ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ? ਅਸੀਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੈਲਿਊਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਸਮਝਾਂਗੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਨੇ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੇ ਆਫ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੇ ਆਫ ਥਿੰਕਿੰਗ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗਏ, ਗੋਲਡਨ ਟੈਂਪਲ ਗਏ, ਗੁਜਰਾਤ ਗਏ। ਕਿਉਂ ਗਏ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਗਏ। ਨਹੀਂ ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 8 ਘੰਟੇ ਦੀ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਕੌਣ ਕਰਦਾ? ਲੱਤਾਂ ਗੋਡੇ ਜੁੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੂੰ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ, ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਏ ਮੈਨ ਆਫ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ ਇੰਟੈਰੀਓ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ MP ਵੀ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, MP ਵੀ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਗੇ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਹਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਕਈ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਡਿਸਪਿਊਟ ਹੀ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕ੍ਰਿਟਿਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਵੈਰੀ ਹੈਲਪਫੁਲ, ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਫਰੈਂਡਲੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਫਰੈਂਡਲੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਅੰਟੈਰੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ, ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਹੀ ਨੀਡਸ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਫਾਰ ਦਾ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ, ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਡਗ ਫੋਰਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਆਪਾਂ ਆਰਗੂਮੈਂਟ ਹੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ 5 ਪੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣੇ। ਜੇ ਗੁੱਡ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਬੰਦਾ ਪੁਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਫਰੈਂਡਲੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਤੇ ਜਿਤਨਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਮਨੀ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਦੈਟ ਵਿਲ ਕਮ ਇਨ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੋਚਣ ਦੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਅਰ ਬਣ ਜਾ, ਗੱਲ ਖਤਮ, ਬਿਲਡਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਰਹੇ ਬਿਲਡਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਪਰ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਉਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਆ ਜਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂ। ਸੋ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਸੋਚਣਾ, ਮੇਰੀਆਂ 2 ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਨੰਬਰ 1, ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਉਣ ਜਾਣਾ। ਈਵਨ ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਪੋਲ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਓ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਪਾਓ। ਪਰ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਚ ਕੇ ਸੋਚੋ, ਫਾਰਗੈਟ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਸੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਚਾਚਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਤਾਇਆ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ। ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਚੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਟਲੀ ਦੱਸੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਹੂ ਇਜ਼ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵਿੰਗ ਫਾਰ ਮੇਅਰ, ਹੂ ਇਜ਼ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵਿੰਗ ਫਾਰ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ। ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਤਮਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਫਿਰ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਚ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਟੈਂਪ ਕਰੋ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੋਚੋ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਫੋਨ ਆਇਆ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਦੇਖੋ ਬੰਦਾ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵ ਕਿਉਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਤੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਲਿੰਡਾ ਜੈਫਰੀ ਨੇ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, then we have no right to criticize. We have the right when you cast the vote, then you can ask the question. If you are sitting at home and on 22nd you said, okay, in the morning I will go afternoon, and afternoon then said, oh no, still we have time, 8 o'clock, I will go in the evening. Then when the evening comes, then you start taking pakoras and all those wines, and then you said, okay, leave it, we will do it. Then we have no right. So please cast the vote. And ਦੂਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਵਿੰਗ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਓ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਕਰੀਏ। ਜੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਚਲੋ ਹੋਊ ਭਲਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਲੈਣਾ, ਫਿਰ ਲੈਣਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਹਾਲਤ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ। ਸੋ ਅੰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੈਟਰਿਕ ਬਰਾਊਨ, I will thank you very much to come over here, and I hope you sincerely answer all those questions. As I mentioned, whatever you say, it means, And whatever you say, you always stand for it. And we wish you good luck. And on 22nd or after, we want that you have something in your neck, and means that you will be the mayor of Brampton. And this is my personal feeling too. So that you deserve it. You know, not only this, I heard lots of things about you. So you deserve it, and whatever we promise and whatever I'm asking from the public to support you, that after 4 years, if you don't do it, that I'm the first person who will criticize, doesn't matter. So good luck, and thank you very much to come on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.